Good evening. You know, there are plenty of college football games this weekend, but with all due respect, there's only one for the Monon Bell, now in its 115th year. Brad Brown has more.
The work continues for the Wabash Little Giants. 9 games, 9 wins, but the one that matters most happens here on Saturday.
It's a goal you can check off on your list. So it's a huge thing, especially to share with all the seniors, the whole team, the new staff, and then also the guys that stuck around.
Everybody is on one side or the other, and the game's important to them. It's the one they look forward to the most, and so I think that's what makes the rivalry so fierce.
Howlett Stadium on the campus of Wabash College. Normally a capacity of 5,000 for a college football Saturday, but this week is the Monon Bell game. Crews installing temporary seating to accommodate a crowd of 12,000 expected for the big matchup against DePauw.
Since we lost it last year, as soon as that kick went through the uprights, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my next season. That was, bring home the bell. If I lost 9 games, as long as I win this one, I'd consider myself having a successful season.
Down the road at DePauw, the Tigers are getting ready to defend the bell. Junior quarterback Spud Dick has broken school records for total offense and passing yards this season.
I don't think we have any problem getting excited for the game, especially since they're ranked top 5 in the country and undefeated, and we have the bell and we got to protect that. So I think our guys will definitely be ready and definitely have some fire about them going into this weekend.
You don't have to worry about the focus or the intensity. These guys are ready to go and focused and as prepared as they've ever been because they know the importance of this game.
And only one team can ring up a victory. Brad Brown, 6 Sports.
Well, the Monon Bell Classic between Wabash and DePauw is this Saturday in Crawfordsville. And for one of last year's stars of the game, everything has changed, according to Fox 59's Larry Hawley.
It's always a huge competition.
When a team enters a rivalry weekend as the defending champion.
You look at it every day knowing that you won that last year.
That being the Monon Bell.
Amazing how one piece of hardware can affect a full year period like this one does.
Not just a group of people, but an individual as well.
First year at DePauw, I really didn't understand the concept of the Monon Bell game.
That was early November of 2007 for Jordan Haverkamp.
And I came in here hoping to see some playing time, and it was a tough season because I really didn't see much.
But Bell Week has its unusual way of changing things.
Double angle.
At the TV station doing a pregame show for the Monon Bell game, and we're like, we really need to do a feature piece.
So student reporters Bryce Bledsoe and Scott Reesner thought of Haverkamp.
And he happens to be one of our fraternity brothers, so we thought, hey, maybe he'll let us kind of poke fun at him.
That's what created
what makes up the poise, mystique, and figure of a backup kicker?
I believe it was 10 or 11 o'clock at night, so it was late, and we just ran over there real fast, had scribbled down ideas for what we were kind of thinking.
And threw it together, me and Scott. It was one of the last things we did, and we edited it together.
Did you get a lot of girls being on the football team?
Just made fun of myself for about a half an hour that night, and they turned into a pretty good clip.
Who's Jordan Haverkamp?
Well, that all changed a couple of days later at the Bell game.
Coach Walker called me over and said, can you make this? I said, yes, I can. I got nervous at the last second when the ball was snapped, and all of a sudden I just kicked it and it was in.
Looking back on it, I was like, man, that's just 1 in a million chance.
I can't believe we made that package. Like, how unbelievable is that?
But this video, Who is Jordan Haverkamp, is now a little obsolete.
For Haverkamp, it's completely changed things. He's kind of a big man on campus now. Everybody knows his name. Before, we hardly knew his name. Now I have to live up to what I did last year, and that's makes me work harder, and I love that.
Now that this kicker's identity is no longer a mystery.
When you do something like that, everyone's going to know who you are.
In Greencastle, Larry Hall, Fox 59 Sports.
Of course, we love the Monon Bell. It's the biggest, oldest rivalry in Division III football. DePauw and Wabash clash in the 115th Monon Bell game. Standing room only. DePauw up 3-0 in the second quarter when Lawrence Central grad Spud Dick hits Chris Gasbera in the back of the end zone. Tigers up 10-0. They would extend their lead. Paul Bohr steps in front of Matt Hudson's pass, takes it to the house, 23-0. Take a look at this. Look out for our photographer, Matt Wilkinen. You're going to hurt the guy. That's an expensive camera, by the way. DePauw wins 36-14.
It's a rush of emotion, that's for sure. To beat them in this manner, we beat them by 19 or 25. I don't know how much we beat them by, but to beat them by this much, and then you know, when at their place when we're up, or when they have #2 ranking, it was absolutely amazing.
Hey, congratulations to DePauw.
An even bigger bell battle this afternoon in Crawfordsville. DePauw and Wabash getting together for the 115th time. Now the bell starts on the DePauw sidelines thanks to the Tigers' last-second victory last November in Greencastle. That game ruined Wabash's perfect season. They try to do it again. Steve Valdesari, he's from Chittard. First of his 2 interceptions, the freshman stepping up in a big way. Little hitter Spud Dick. 12-yard touchdown pass to Chris Casbera. Tigers 10-0 is the lead. Remember, Wabash was unbeaten and #2 in Division III in the country. But not so fast. Paul Gabur of DePauw picks off the pass. 23-0 DePauw at halftime. The Tigers do not need a last-second field goal this year. They are celebrating in Greencastle tonight. 36-14 the final.
Coming into the game, I thought we were the better team, and you know, I knew there was stuff that we could exploit in their defense. But you know, that #2 record, you know, sometimes that gives them a little more, gives them the edge, not losing it all this season. But it was really awesome to be able to come in here and do that. And
it's the best feeling in the world to go out your senior year and your last football game of your life with a win and bring the bell home. There's no words to explain it.
Definitely DePauw. We're bringing the bell back to Greencastle where it belongs.